Welcome to Royal Pride. I'm Tim Rutherford here with Eastern Hancock Athletic Director Aaron Spalding. Welcome, Aaron.
Great to be here.
Well, we've had winter sports begin wrapping up their season since we met last and talked about Eastern Hancock sports. I know we're down to now just the boys basketball sectional that's left. Everybody else has began and some of them finished their tournaments already. We're going to start with wrestling. We had some boys that really had some success, moved on through the tournament a little bit. But before that, I think we had an invitational that we participated in before the tournament started as well.
We've had some good success throughout the year. We were champions of the Blackford Invitational, and then we, for the first time this year, in a long time, all the way back since we were part of the White River Conference, which heck, I can't remember the last year of the White River Conference, but it's been a number of years ago. We actually had a wrestling conference because we went for a while where we were an independent. Then we moved into the MHC, and I think one other school had wrestling in there, so there wasn't much of a conference.
We were in the top two every year.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I think it was 3 out of 9, so we didn't have a conference tournament. For the first time this year, we were able to compete in the conference, and we hosted the conference meet this year. Finished third in that. Shenandoah was the champion of that, but we finished third. We did have a conference champion in Clayton Cochard, so he there. And then we had some real good success as we moved on to the sectional in late January. We had one sectional champion, again Clayton Cochard at 195 was the sectional champion. Then we had 4 other young men who advanced on to the regional. Avery Wills, Jordan Wills for the second consecutive year, maybe the third. I know it's at least the second. Garrett Friesen, and then Alexander Burden also advanced for the second year in a row. So some good competition for wrestling. And we went this year for the first time. We went west. Well, we didn't really go west. We went south. But against teams from the west, for instance, Warren Central was in our sectional. So as the competition got a lot tougher.
And then I see also 2 of the boys went on beyond regional and even made the semi-state.
Yes, Clayton Cochard and Jordan Wills both advanced on to the semi-state. And once again, they went to a tougher regional this year. They went to Perry Meridian. Anybody knows Perry Meridian, synonymous with wrestling excellence. So we had 2 advance to there, to the semi-state. Jordan fell in his first match. Clayton actually won his first match in the semi-state, but fell in his second. Ended up a little bit short. But congratulations to all those young men.
Excellent. Congratulations to Coach Keith Oliver and the entire wrestling team on a very successful season. I know they had a lot of losses from the year before, so for them to have such a successful year after all the senior losses from the year before is a tribute to their work and the coaching staff as well. Well, we're going to move to the pool now. The swimming teams have both wrapped up their season. The girls swim team participated in the New Pal sectional, as does I believe the boys swim team. But we've had several records fall. It seems like every year we talk about every show, there's somebody's broken a record, and I see you've got a list of things that were broken.
Yeah, absolutely. And these are just the sectional. In the sectional, the records that fell. So the girls participated, I believe it was the first week of February is when the girls participated in the sectional. And the way, I think I've said this more on the show, but I'll reiterate that. What they do is you have the preliminaries on Thursday night, and then if you make the top 8, I believe in an individual event, you move on to the finals on Saturday. And the same thing with the relays. So then they have the finals now. And then swimming, you go straight from sectional to state. Okay, there's nothing in between. So with that being said, the girls swim team at the New Pal sectional finished 7th with 145 points, with 4 school records falling. Just go through those young ladies who broke records there. Megan Markham in both the 200 freestyle, had a time of 2 minutes 10.26 seconds. She also broke the 100 breaststroke record of 1 minute 19.25 seconds. Then we had a couple relay teams. The 200 free relay team had a time of 1 minute 50.51 seconds. And that was Ellie Griesmeyer, Elise Huffman, Megan Markham, and Tatum Profit. And that same relay team, same 4 young ladies, also broke the 400 free record with time of 4 minutes 9.02 seconds. So great showing as always. Our swim program continues to make strides. I know they work very hard and are very dedicated. So congratulations to those young ladies.
Excellent. So great season for the ladies in the pool. The boys swim team, their sectional is also over now. They scored over 100 points in the sectional again this year. I think they had another successful season, and I see a list of records that they broke as well.
They participated in the sectional this past week. Same type of format as the girls. Prelims on Thursday, then the finals on Saturday. They finished with over 100 points in the sectional for the first time in school history. So did a great job there. Also, 4 records fell there. The 200 medley relay team had a time of 1 minute 48.16 seconds. That was Chris Walden, Garrett Henderson, Lane Coffin, and Elijah Harris. That same relay team, as the girls did, beat the 400 free relay time of 3 minutes 29.23 seconds. Then we had a couple young men break records in individual events. Chris Walden in the 500 freestyle, time 5 minutes 2 seconds, 0.52. And then the 100 freestyle, Elijah Harris, time 50.82 seconds. So great showing by our boys. Once again, they keep making good strides every year, and proud of them and Coach McCormick as they've went through the year.
And Coach McCormick's really doing a good job of building our swim program. I know the middle school swimming has just began.
Well, they have a meet tonight. And then they have a few more meets that they begin their year kind of just at the tail end. Most people have trouble with pool time, and then that carries on till about spring break. But they're doing a great job. They have constantly they have club swimming that they do. They do swim lessons with the young kids. So doing a nice job all the way through the program.
And looking at the list of students that were on the swim teams at the varsity level, I know Chris Walton's a senior. Do the boys and girls, are they pretty young? Are several of these others seniors?
The boys are they're going to have some replacing to do. The girls, I believe, are pretty young. I believe Tatum, is a senior. I believe she might be the only senior on the girls, but correct me, or I may be incorrect in that. But they've got some people coming back, but they're going to have some people to replace going forward.
Excellent. Well, we're going to take a quick break here on Royal Pride. When we come back, we're going to go to the hardwoods.
Hi everyone, I'm Matt, the Ninestar Energy Advisor. Today I'll be talking about window coverings.
Window coverings are a great way to help manage your heating and cooling costs. Beyond this, you can also save on lighting costs by taking advantage of natural lighting in your home. Install window coverings that are easy to operate so you can simply open or close the coverings with changing weather conditions. Blinds or louvers can help manage direct sunlight. Insulated curtains or heavy materials can have an insulating advantage as well. Keeping solar gain out in the summertime can help reduce cooling costs. Window coatings or glass coatings are also available that can help improve energy efficiency. Windows and doors are a weak spot in your home compared to your insulated walls. Utilizing window coverings allows for better energy savings.
Thanks for watching this energy saving tip brought to you by your friends at Ninestar.
Welcome back to Royal Pride, and we're going to move on to the basketball courts now. Ladies first, the girls' season has completed. They had participated in the sectional. They won their opener, and then had to play a tough Shenandoah team again for the second time in the semifinals.
Yeah, the girls had a real nice season, considering they lost a good portion of the team that went to the regional last year and had a lot of young kids. Finished 14-10 on the year, as you mentioned. They lost in the sectional semifinals at Trident Central in a very close game. But like I said, finishing 14-10, they graduated just 2 seniors. So they returned. We had 2 young ladies who were all conference members, Jenna Smith and Haley Best. Good news on that is both of them returned. Both of those are juniors this year. Had a couple sophomores who played quite a bit this year, a couple freshmen who played quite a bit this year. So a lot of good stuff coming forward. Coach Dowd did a nice job with the girls this year, and there's a lot of good stuff going forward.
Well, and in that sectional semifinal game, they got down early, and were down at halftime, and really came back, played really well in the second half. Even had, I think, a 3 or 4 point lead in the fourth quarter, and just couldn't finish it out.
I think we got down 10 or so. As you mentioned, came all the way back and led with about 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Shenandoah, to their credit, made some plays down the stretch and were able to win. But like I said, very pleased with the girls this year. They have a lot of good things looking forward. As I mentioned, top 2 scorers, Haley Best and Jenna Smith, are back, who are our all-conference, all-MEC. So good stuff to look forward to. Also wanted to talk a little bit about some middle school at the girls' level. Our 6th grade right now, our coach there is Clarissa O'Neill. Our 6th grade is undefeated on the year. I believe they're 10-0 at this point, something of that nature, including a big win over Mount Vernon not too long ago. They will finish their season this Saturday, as they will take on, or they'll be going to Mount Vernon. They got a 4-team tournament with ourselves, Shelbyville, Mount Vernon, and Pendleton. So it'll be a good test for those girls. So they got a nice squad. Our 5th grade is 8-2 going into tonight's game. Our 7th grade fell last night, so they're 9-5 now. 8th grade is 7-7. So all our school teams are 500 or above. So a lot of good things to look forward to with the girls.
Excellent. So as the middle school wraps up their season, and then we'll look forward to next year as everybody's a year older, and obviously we get most of our players back. Haley also at the high school level, she already holds the 3-point made record, so she's just going to build on that next year.
And then also I want to mention, if anybody wants to come out, we Eastern Hancock hosts the 7th and 8th grade girls county. That'll be Saturday morning, beginning at 9 o'clock. That will take place in both our high school and middle school gyms. So if anybody's looking for some good middle school girls action, that's the place to be.
Excellent. Well, we're going to move over to the boys' side now. Team's currently 16-5. Really been playing well of late. We have one more regular season game. That'll be senior night this Friday night with Hagerstown. And then we get to go over to Shenandoah and begin the sectional trek next Tuesday night at 6.
Right.
We've always joked about having to go into the tournament. We just know we're going to play Tuesday at 6. It's just a matter of who it is. So you can see the bracket up for the sectional right now. 4 teams with 15-plus wins. Four of the top 32 teams in the 2A Sagarin ratings, which is the thing you look at for the most part to get a more accurate picture. So 4 of the top 32 teams are in the same sectional. So.
Yeah, it's a very good sectional. Very tough. People ask me what I thought of the draw, and I said, well, it could have been worse. It could have been better. The good side is Hal is, as you mentioned, the Sagarin ratings. They're number 2 in 2A. So the good side of that is they're at the opposite side of the bracket. But Shenandoah is very good. They've got 17 wins, and then Irvington Prep, I believe, have 15, if my memory serves me correct. and we'd love for somebody to upset Hal on the other side if we managed to be fortunate enough to get out of our side of the bracket. So anyway, good. But I certainly want to talk about some things that have occurred in the regular season. Just this past week ago, we had 2 conference wins over Blue River, which is was a close overtime game. Kids did a nice job. They had a double-digit deficit in the first half. Managed to come back, win in overtime there, and then we had a win over Union Friday, which made us 8-1 in the conference this year. The MEC, which will earn us a share of the championship. We will also right now, Wapahani and Shenandoah both have 1 loss, but they play this Friday, so one of them will fall off and not be one of them will have 2 losses. So we're going to share the conference championship with either Shenandoah or Wapahani. That'll be just the 3rd time in school history that we've won the conference. We won the White River Conference in both 2002 and 2003, so it's been a number of years since we've had a conference championship. So that is certainly something that this group can be proud of.
And coming up Friday night is our senior night, and I want to specifically talk about one of our seniors right now, because at Union, he was able to eclipse both the career points and the career rebounds for the school for a career.
Yeah, Addison True has been an outstanding player for us. It's mostly been just consistency. He started every game of his high school career, going all the way back to his freshman year. He probably, as you mentioned, he surpassed the points thing, but probably more impressive is he surpassed our all-time leading rebounder. And for those who are not familiar with Addison, he's 5'10". So that is an amazing accomplishment to be a 5'10", kind of guard who becomes the all-time leading rebounder. He is by far the best guard, a rebounding guard we have ever had. And he would be real close to one I've ever seen. He probably this year he's averaging well over 8. Last year he had 7. Once again, just a really consistent play. He also is our career leader in steals. So a lot of great accomplishments. Congratulations to him. As you mentioned, this Friday is our senior night. I also want to mention all of our seniors, because this has been a good group for us. Addison's a senior. Also A.J. Meggie, Tyler Blattner, Tyler Castle, Duncan Cherry, Jacob Eischen, Luke Splater, all have been outstanding for us. Did I get them all there?
I think you did.
I think if I didn't, I apologize. But we're going to honor them Friday, as we will with other winter athletes and some other members of the school community. So if people are looking for something to do, then come on out. So.
Excellent. And before we move on, sectional tickets can be found and on sale.
There's no pre-sale tickets, so they will want to go the first night, and obviously we're confident that we're going to be there for multiple nights, or we're certainly hoping for that. So you can get an all-session pass for $10. I believe a single session pass is $6, but you can get those at the door.
Excellent. Well, we're going to take another quick break here on Royal Pride. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about our middle school and youth basketball programs at Eastern.
Carnegie's A Place to Eat is the place for exceptional dining in Greenfield. Enjoy our hand-cut steaks, fresh seafood, herbs and vegetables straight from our gardens, prepared with a northern Italian flair. Chef Ian and his staff welcome you as our guests to enjoy fine wines, dinners, and ambiance. Carnegie's is the place for your special event with a private room that seats 100. Perfect for your next party, business meeting, or wedding reception. We are located in the historic Carnegie Library in downtown Greenfield. We'll see you at Carnegie's.
Welcome back to Royal Pride, and we're going to continue with the hardwood here, but 5th and 6th grade boys, 7th and 8th grade boys, really all the way through our youth program, we've had very successful seasons this year, and shows great signs for years to come.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll start with our 5th and 6th graders. Just this past Saturday, every year our 5th and 6th grade end with an invitational at Eastern Hancock. And both our 5th grade and our 6th grade were victorious. Both teams beat Tri in the opening game, and then I believe, let's see, Morristown, I think the 6th grade may have defeated, I don't know, I can't remember.
I think so.
And then the 5th grade Southwestern, but good way for those teams to end. The 6th grade had also, the week before, maybe 2 weeks before, had won the Union County Invitational. But those teams finished, 6th grade finished 14-2 on the year. The 5th grade finished 12-4. So congratulations to both those groups. And we have talked a little bit in previous shows about the 7th and 8th grade. Both were having outstanding years. Both those teams, the 7th and 8th grade teams, finished 17-3 on the year. So both of them had outstanding years. And I believe, well, I don't believe because I did the math yesterday, our C team is 18-7. Our JV is currently 15-5. As we mentioned earlier, the varsity is 16-5. So for our school teams this year, we have a combined record of 99-29. So I believe that's about 77% of our games we've won. And we've also had several travel teams below our level that's made up of all Eastern kids, and all of them have 500 records or above. So feel really good about all the work, all the way down from the youth league, the coaches, and all the way up to our high school levels, that a lot of people are doing some good things.
Excellent. One more win this weekend. Rather, JV has a chance to put us at 100 before the varsity gets an opportunity.
That's right. That'd
for
be
the
great.
year.
That'd be great.
So the youth league you mentioned, I think we got a picture of one of our varsity kids. Every year we do a youth week with our varsity and JV kids. They go down and spend some time with our little guys and give them an opportunity to really have some one-on-one time with our high school players.
Yeah, we, as you mentioned, we pair up, actually you pair them up, a varsity or JV player. We also have our JV players involved. We have, how many youth teams do we have this year?
16.
16 teams. So we pair each of our kids up. A few teams have 2, and we have them go sit on the bench of their tournament games. I know when I was a young elementary kids, you think those varsity players and those JV players, they're your idols at that point in your life. So that's a good, just a good time for, and I think it's really good for our high school kids as well, to kind of give back and slap 5 with them during the games and those types of things. So, and then our youth leagues ended up this past weekend. We had, I believe, record numbers again this year. I don't know, 100 and well over 100 people or 100 boys in our youth league. So really proud of all the way through, coaches, kids, parents, all the way through. Very proud of the whole program.
K through 6, counting the 2 school teams, we had over 150 boys.
Yeah, that's so a lot of good things. Looking forward. Yeah, a lot of work, a lot of hard work by a lot of people.
Excellent. Well, that's it on the hardwoods. We've got some general announcements coming up. I know our boosters do an annual 3-on-3 tournament. That's coming up March 17th.
March 17th, we have all the way from young all the way to adult divisions. So now we've got a new thing, and that, by the way, that's March 17th. So that's coming up here quickly. For the first time this year, you can actually register online. You can go to, give you a website address. It is Eastern Hancock 3on3.eventbrite. Brite is spelled BRITE.com. Once again, that's Eastern Hancock 3on3eventbrite.com. You can register right there online. It's a new feature we have this year. We're hoping to have record teams out there, and this is for everybody in the surrounding area, not just Eastern Hancock people. If people from Greenfield or the Mount Vernon district or New Pal district or from all the ends of the earth. If they want to come, they're more than welcome. Once again, that's on March 17th.
And that goes all the way down to kindergarten, first grade.
I
it's
think
first,
they
second is
start
the
first, second, or second and third somewhere. You can get all the information. You can go to easternhancock.org and then go to the athletics, or you can go straight to ehathletics.org and you scroll down a little bit. It'll have all the information there for you.
They have an over 35 division.
Yes,
I saw we added
yes.
a new one this year.
The new one is, we have some high school kids that maybe don't play basketball on the varsity or JV level, but they would still like to compete. So we created a B division, a B high school division. So those are for kids who did not play on a varsity or JV team this year. They could come and play. So we created that to see if some people might be interested.
Excellent. Another new thing, we have a Royal Athletic Rummage Sale that's coming
Yeah,
up.
our Royal Pride for Parents had come up with a great idea. We all have probably, well, not all of us, but us parents have athletic equipment laying around that, our kids have either outgrown, maybe they at one time were interested in baseball and now they can't stand it and they haven't touched a glove in 15 years, but we have some things, and if athletics, as a parent, if you're fitting the bill, is pretty expensive. So we thought we'd pool our resources. So we can donate equipment up till March 16th. We have boxes all through Eastern Hancock. You can drop them off the office, and we'll get it in the proper places. Then we're going to have a rummage sale in conjunction with the 3-on-3 tournament. If you have some of those items in it, could be even old Eastern Hancock T-shirts, sweatshirts, whatnot, golf clubs, whatever. Bring it on in. Now, we're not selling anybody's pots and pans. This is an athletic rummage sale, but they're going to kind of fashion it like a Goodwill type setting, like shoes are $3, and they're not going to barter there on the floor. But
I'll give you $1.50.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, looking forward to that.
All right, and then before we wrap up the show here, our senior night festivities coming up Friday night.
Yeah, as I mentioned, we obviously recognize our basketball players, our wrestlers, our swimmers, but we also recognize pep band members who have played at our events this year, choir members who have sang the national anthem several times. We also do FFA, and it's also cheerleading night. Cheerleaders will perform at halftime. A routine, and then we have also a couple other, we're going to dedicate Riley Sedigan's jersey. Coach O'Hara will be back for that, and also dedicating a plaque that night of Gone But Not Forgotten. They've put together a plaque of students who have passed away while they were students at Eastern Hancock. I believe there's 7 or 8 over the history of the school, dedicating that plaque. And then Cameron Wise has done a program this year, an assist program where he's worked with some charities and some businesses for donations for every assist, kind of like the Pacers do with every block shot, Miles Turnout for every assist. He's going to be doing a little presentation that night as well. He's one of our JV kids.
Excellent. Well, that's going to be it for our show this month. We'll be back next month here on Royal Pride.